Hello, everyone. Happy freaking New Year. I am so happy to be back on the first day of the year to do all things Drag Race. Look, I know the gay bars are closed. We wish we were there so we could kiki, have our drinks, have our things. But I'll be serving today as much as I can. And then as soon as this Rona beats the dust, we can get back to our lives. I am so shook by the premiere. I'm so excited. For those of you who don't know, this is Logo Live. It is a weekly show. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we talk all things queer, from politics to queer media to, I don't know, everything that's going on in gay Twitter, because you know the girls have a lot to say. So, I am so excited to introduce you to my first guest, who is no stranger to the Drag Race universe, okay? And if someone knows about Drag Race, it is her. You know her as the founder of Trixie Cosmetics. She is a media mogul, a New York Times best-selling author. Okay, she also hosts the recap show, The Pit Stop, official recap show for RuPaul's Drag Race, and she's the winner, chicken dinner of season 3 All-Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, Trixie fucking Mattel. Hey! Ooh!
Oh,
Hello!
how are you?
I'm better now.
I'm so good. Girl, finally, it's the first day of the new year and there's new Drag Race.
Okay? We're starting the year off right with that. And also, whatever's going on behind you, the outfit, everything is just sickening. I love it. How
Well,
was...
girls have gotten very sophisticated. Listen, every homosexual used to have maybe a broken ring light in the closet, but now we are lights, we are sound, we are production.
That's
Because
right.
Stop Canada, I had to shoot it from home, so I had.
Yeah. Well, it's serving all the things. How was your New Year?
Blessed. Last night I had the privilege of counting down to midnight in a studio with Bob, Alaska, and Katya. I got to get in drag and be around drag queens. And honestly, I haven't been in drag around drag queens besides Katya since April, maybe.
Yeah.
So it was so nice.
Yeah. Oh, I
And
love that.
let's stop because I got to watch tonight's premiere probably 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I saw the second and third episode. I've seen a little. And I will say, I have to mentally remember what happened tonight so I don't overspill the tea.
Oh, yeah. Well, the girls know that there's always spoilers online. You know, if you don't want to see it, get off the internet right now. We're just going to say that right now. And I also, before I go anywhere, I want to tell you, I just want to make sure that we all know in the live that I'm there and you're there. Okay? So let's get into everything Drag Race premiere. I mean, what are your initial thoughts? Like you said, you saw it a couple weeks ago. Like, what was your initial
I
thought?
have about this format overall. This is probably the most attached I've gotten to every contestant in the first episode.
Mm,
There is no time to get to know anybody's name, what their vibe is, what city they're from, who they get. And I really felt like in this episode, I got invested in every single little duo.
yeah. Yeah, and I felt like the groups that they put together were so good together. Like,
Are agreeing. I really feel the same way. Like normally, if you blink, you could miss one of those first few queens. But I actually felt like, even as some queens were going to sit on the happy couch and
yeah,
some going in the sad area, I felt like invested either way.
yeah. So, like what we're talking about, these lip syncs. I mean, first of all, these songs that they had, I was like, oh, like Lindsay Lohan, Rumors, like an iconic gay anthem, like no
Yeah.
other. How, for you, obviously, you have been on the main stage, you know how it feels. What do you think was going through these girls' minds when they like walk onto the stage and they're like, oh no, baby, you're lip syncing right now?
Well, let me just say, as an incredible, renowned professional lip syncer who has always had incredible lip syncs, I will say the first day I was talking to my guest about this on the pit stop, which everybody should watch. Our guests already this season are on fleek. And because of some of the magic, we've gotten to get some guests who've never been on the pit stop. Amazing drag legends. And we were talking about how your first day on Drag Race, even if you're a professional seamstress and the challenge is going, you're still out of your element. It's all disarming.
Yeah.
These people, ooh, girl, suddenly they're on the runway lip syncing 10 minutes later.
Right.
They're the most high stress. Like, they took a frozen chicken nugget, threw it in a deep fryer. Like, it was, I thought it was like borderline, I don't want to say cruel.
Yeah.
But I feel like RuPaul is like, how can I fuck up some You know
I
what
100% thought the same thing. When they're sitting in the, sorry, when they're sitting in the pork chop lounge, I'm just like, I want to ask you, because what would you have felt? Like, obviously you've been there. The first you meet the girls and all, or one girl, let's say, and then you go immediately to the pork chop dock. Like, what goes through Trixie's head?
Well, God, I couldn't even imagine. Let's be honest, I would probably be going to the loading dock. It's not my greatest skill set. I would be in the loading dock.
Okay.
I think this episode was a great reminder that some very talented people go home first. I mean, all in there. You got a Pork Chop, a Tempest, a Layla McQueen, one of the best makeup artists in the industry.
Yeah.
I would have my tail between my legs. I would be at the loading dock. I would be sad. But the worst thing about the loading dock is they're left to hypothesize what's going to happen to us. They don't even know. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
At least if you're going home, you can just cry. But like being on pins and needles, Johnny,
Right.
I mean, feel.
And then RuPaul comes over the loudspeaker and she's like, okay, you all can leave. And then it's like, and then she comes back on again and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know.
RuPaul's voice at a group is already fine.
Yeah.
RuPaul's voice over a loudspeaker, oh my God.
Yeah. My next topic I love to get into, we got Mick. Okay, serving Drag Race history as the first trans man on Drag Race. It's so amazing. GOTTMIK is everything. I want to get your thoughts on GOTTMIK. Like,
oh my God, fabulous, fabulous makeup artist. I've known GOTTMIK since before she started living as she lives now as a male. And I mean, that's the great thing about drag is, in our world, it's every expression, age, gender. You are only defined by what you do on the stage.
right.
And so the great thing about drag is, I think we're starting to see more like trans men in the world on TV, but being able to see a trans man who likes to still flirt with feathers and rhinestones and be like prissy once in a while,
Right.
it's such a healthy expression that is going to be so affirming for so many people.
100%.
Because men are always being told this is what a man is. Women are being told this is what a woman is. And
Right.
people get to straddle any part of each expression gracefully and just make it all look fun.
Right. And it is really like you said, drag is for everyone. So just, and on this show, the most popular drag show in the world, you see a trans man come in and say, it's for me too, baby. So it gives everyone chance to color in the crayon box. And I live for it.
Yeah, and any time that we have somebody who has a unique, I mean, let's be honest too, it's a competition, but it's also storytelling. You have to think, people credit Drag Race for putting drag queens on TV. They show us as competitors, but they also show us as human beings. And that's why people get so attached to us watching the show, because we're not just America's Got Talent, walk out on stage, sing a song, there's an X, you leave. You
Right.
Artist.
Yeah.
Fun if you see a male identifying, like a trans man doing drag, you won't think twice, because now you had got me kind of like pop your cherry a little bit.
That's right. I love it. I just think it's so great. And I'm so...
Professional models also do drag, you know.
Everyone. Drag is for everyone, but people. The next topic, these entrance looks.
The entrance look!
Oh! What was do you have any favorites? Like, were you having a Michelle Visage where you're like, wouldn't have chosen that?
I'm going to do a two-part question. My first part answer is, what would you wear into the workroom? What would your look be?
Oh my God, that's such a great question. And as a gay person, I don't know that why I haven't thought of that. I would probably go for
That's
stripper.
the great thing about Drag Race is people who've never done drag, never even thought about it, will have every
Oh,
opinion. Will
all the
still
opinions.
go, I would have never worn that.
Right, right. It's like standing on the red carpet and like, what are you wearing? She looked horrible. And it's like, babe, have you seen what you wear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The strongest ones, I'm not gonna lie, girl. Candy Muse worked my pussy out with that denim mini dress with the denim clutch that's a boombox.
Yep.
That really worked me out. Miss
One-
Candy just really did that. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was so good. And the way that she used it in the lip sync was masterful, I thought.
When you, I think we had a whole like breakdown about it because I was like, this is the corniest way to start a lip sync. That is funny. To hit the button on the boombox like you're starting the music. What an idiot. It's so funny.
She's really telling a story from beginning to end. Uh, this picture here, Simone's look was just so fun. I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder how that felt against her body, like while she was lip syncing. Like, was it like scratchy? Like, because, we as an audience don't know what the material feels like and how fucking hot you guys are. Like, it's, it,
Probably a very fragile costume to lip sync in. I bet she was a little scared.
yeah.
What if the cash and prizes fall out on the runway? You know what I mean?
Well, to answer your question, I would probably wear a fur coat, but faux fur, obviously, stripper heels, and a lot of money underneath. Very J-Lo Hustlers type tee. So,
Yeah, honestly, like you should watch it. Walk into Drag Race. Your entrance look should be something that you know that they could start you on fire in. You know,
I love it.
sometimes they remember season 5 when they walked in and they dunked them in like Shark Tank. Like you
The
never
wigs, just like, I just felt so bad. But yeah,
really. Looks are one of the only things on Drag Race that aren't judged. But as far as the audience's perception, it's probably the most important impression you make.
yeah,
So
yeah. And those lines, the entrance lines, those are pretty important as well, right?
it's funny because BB was telling me on All Stars 3, she was like, in season 1, there was no entrance. They just said go and you walked in from a random corner and said hi. And now it's like when I was on Celebrity Drag Race, I walked in and said, enter workroom, catchphrase, pose.
Yes.
It's sort of a parody of itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to make, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make it,
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to, yeah.
I'm here
Yeah.
to, ravioli or whatever,
Well, now I have a game I want to play with you where I get your reactions on things live. This is something I like to call, wait, what is the tea? The geese are squawking. Where we, like as you were saying, the girls have a lot of opinions on the Twitter and the Instagram and everywhere. And I want to get your reaction on some of the tweets that the fans made through the premiere.
All right, let's see what the girls are saying.
So, Fran Tirado says, drag artists are truly the most indestructible and resilient people on the planet.
Fran, friend of the show. Love Fran. Fran is right. I mean, that's why, think of 2020. Drag queen, we got, our industry deteriorated in front of us. And most of us stepped in front of a camera at home and said, oh, I'm still doing this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
The building's on fire, but I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a show like Drag Race think about like a top model. Not like, or on Project Runway, you make a dress. On Top Model. On Drag Race, you have to make the dress, model it, talk about your dead mom, sing, write a verse, backflip. These are the most talented people on the planet.
Absolutely. It's like, and what you were saying about, just doing it no matter what's happening in the world. It reminds me of like the Titanic, when the Titanic's going down and the band's playing. It's like the girls are still lip syncing on live. Like you're getting the tips together. Like the ship is sinking, but we're playing.
Drag queens in their living rooms in 2020 was the equivalent of the quartet on the Titanic.
We're going down with the ship. Okay, the next tweet is from the very own Kennedy Davenport, who you know. She said, that second lip sync was dry, honey.
Can I just say, many drag queens who indulge in reality television are afraid of being too outspoken. They're afraid of offending people. Davenport is not one of those people. Kennedy Davenport will log into Twitter and go like, that was... And I love, I mean, that's what's great about drag, though, is we all like different things.
Yeah.
Kennedy Davenport is sort of like the Jeff Bezos of lip syncing. So if Kennedy thinks it's bad, it might be bad.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's giving, her tweet is giving very Dionne Warwick vibes. She's like, no, doesn't work for me. And everyone's like, yes, Mom.
Yes, it's very beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
The next tweet is from Jackie Cox. She said, confirmed, Dahlia Sin has now been on more episodes of Drag Race than the rest of season 12.
Oh.
I think she meant season 13, but anyway.
Now,
yeah.
Ben, I don't get it.
Oh, I mean, because she was saying that the girls got eliminated from the lip syncs. So Dahlia being, you know, broccoli the whole the whole season. Okay, so Mike Take says, this is an original Bob Mackie. I had it reconstructed because I'm sample size. Is the energy I'm taking into 2021.
It was the Kimora Black, from Chicago.
Yeah.
And I'm going to guys this, you guys in the chat. Kimora has looked like that from the beginning. Flawless, just toothpick of a body. And somebody that small to have the nerve to wear hair this big is so offensive to me.
I love that.
It makes the rest of us look like fucking G.I. Joe. You know? Like Barbie. The nerve of her to go out and say, this is Bob Mackie, but I had to have it take like,
I yelled at the TV. I'm like, you bitch.
I know it speaks to certain drag queens have different resources than other drag queens. I mean, I'll tell you what, not a lot of drag queens have Bob Mackies to bring to Drag Race.
Okay. So, she's going to be remembered.
Silver construction paper and cutting it up to make earrings. So
we love that. We love his story, though. The next tweet is from Joey Nolfi. He says, 2021 goals. He shares a picture of Simone's dress. 100 people can be in a room, and 99 of them are on my clothing.
Simone, what a face.
I mean, so fucking beautiful. And that hairline was, like, unclockable. Like, unclockable.
Yeah, Simone is really, really beautiful. She's one of my boyfriend's probably favorite drag queens. It keeps our relationship spicy is that I'm not his favorite drag queen. But loves Simone. He got me into Simone because she's local here in Los Angeles. And
yeah,
the face, the body, the hair, the voice, and out of drag, the cutest look.
So cute.
Looks like a little teenage boy.
Yeah. Yes, so much.
You baby, and what?
Yeah, one of my favorite parts of the whole episode was when she said, you know, the art of female illusion. I was like, it was so cute.
She's putting the word illusion in drag.
Yeah. Oh, love that. My next tweet is from Jush for Life, which is an amazing Twitter name. She said they shared a photo, and it says, nothing but respect for our gay essential workers. Which is Drag Race. I really do feel like that is our essential work.
It's the essential WERK workers. I will say, if you are a, you know, Republican representative of some type and you thought COVID was fake, drag queens should be immunized before you.
Okay.
Give the drag queens the vaccines. No, eventually vaccines.
We love that. We need you all to be working, so we need you to be vaccinated.
Or we're going to find out that it's not compatible with Jack Daniels and the drag queens all die. Who knows? We won't. I will say, did you notice that they said that some people, it has a reaction to fillers?
Oh.
Some of the girls. Prayers for some of the sisters, girl.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so true. Well, and half of LA too, so.
Honestly.
Our last tweet is from Aquaria Official herself. She says, take a break, take a selfie, we'll be right back. It's the queer equivalent of live, laugh, love.
Honestly, I will take it.
Yeah.
Because live, laugh, love, I mean, it's just not strong. It's not fabulous enough.
No.
You know? But Dazzle and work. You know, we need like something better than that.
Yeah, we need something better to put above our toilets in our bathrooms.
Yeah, gay people are like drink, smoke, pose. And
You're just like,
yeah.
perfect. So now we've reached the point of the show, which is one of my favorite things that we do on the show. It's called the 60-second stan. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it gives you, usually we do 1 minute where you get to stand anyone that you want. But today, since we're doing everything Drag Race, we're going to ask you to stand one queen. It could be from the entire Drag Race universe or one of the queens from season 13, but you do have a minute, and I will start the clock right now.
Oh my God, I have to say she's sort of a Drag Race adjacent superstar. She's an icon, Amanda Lepore, flawless face, flawless body, trans icon, champion of sexuality, fashion, womanhood, vulnerability. She escaped a life of like, I mean, she was 5 years old and walked into her parents' bedroom in the middle of the night and said, I am a woman. And they said, are you sure? And she said, absolutely, I'm sure. And just the vulnerability of sharing the world and doing it all in a way that still just makes her look like she is a living porcelain doll. I mean, she was on TV in drag, doing drag, and being a trans woman before anybody told her she was allowed to. And we, Amanda Lepore.
I
Just
love that. And she's like the sweetest person you will ever meet. She's so sweet, soft spoken, so nice. Like, just adore her. And I'm so happy that you talked about her because a lot of like the young kids, like some of them need to know who paves the way for all of us to be authentically who we are. And she is one of those people.
she 100%. I mean, she really like changed the world for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Trixie, I know you're very busy. You've got to get back to your show, which everyone should absolutely check out, the official Drag Race recap show, The Pit Stop. Tell the kids where they can find it.
You can check us out on the RuPaul's Drag Race official YouTube channel, the same platform where you can find me, Trixie Mattel, my YouTube channel. Pit Stop is so fun, and the comments section gets very spicy.
As anything, I always say Drag Race is like, recap shows for Drag Race is like our sports center. It's like the time where we get to really be like, I don't fucking agree, yelling at the TV. It's just so great to be.
Oh, this year we have guests we've never had. Amazing, amazing guests. It's really.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me on the first day of the year. I'm so happy. I don't know how long you've been in drag, but I really appreciate you for being on. And we love everything that you've done for us in this past year to get us through the first part of COVID. I'm so happy. I hope we get to see you very soon. And yeah, have a blessed year.
I love Matt Rogers.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with Matt Rogers.
I'll see you soon.
Okay, mwah. Bye, Trixie. I mean, woo! That's an icon right there. Trixie Mattel. I'm like, I had to cleanse my palate. I was like so in awe of her. She's everything. She's funny. Who do we have here? Everyone